Trying to make sure my audio is good. Okay. Let's make sure the audio is good before I continue, because hold on. And I still don't understand why YouTube does this to me. I don't know. Like, did I breach some type of contract? Okay, there we go. Let's see if we got some audio in this video. And I do apologize for those of you that came into my, yeah, this is it. I uh I I got a phone call and I had to take it, and I had to talk. So I do apologize for that. Thank you guys for coming in, tuning in, subscribing or whatnot. So give me 1 minute. I'm trying to get back to my music so that we can get back. So the message or the energy or the theme of this video or this message is going to be, what are they not saying? Okay, y'all just give me a minute, okay? I'm trying to get this together. Now I'm trying to find me a nice little song or mixed video. But anyway, all right, I am Magical Jones, and this is Wisdom and Guidance Oracle, okay? I'm here to give you guys some wisdom, some knowledge, some guidance concerning the situation that you may be in, to where you feel like somebody could be holding back or withholding some information from you, okay? Although our intuition tells us that something could not be right, and the universe gives us signs and things like that, a lot of times we kind of doubt ourselves, we kind of doubt our intuition. So this would be a message of confirmation, okay, to the most of you guys. For others of you, um, if it doesn't resonate, like if you feel like it could be a possible scenario in your situation, but you don't really feel like that's what it is, don't try to make it fit, okay? Don't try to make it fit to what it is that you're going through, because then what happens is we end up, actually we create like a lot of negative, or the fears that we have, that's how the fears end up coming into fruition. You know what I'm saying? Because we act off of our thoughts, even though they may not be true. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that we're thinking, a perception or a false perception, and a what if, like I said, a scenario, okay? And a lot of times when we react off of a thought and we don't have proof, we end up creating, like I said, like situations that, you know, it would have never really been that way. And to me, that's a good way of explaining to people about different dimensions. You know what I'm saying? Like different timelines, okay? So when we say, and when I say we, I'm talking about like energy readers and, people that do tarot or stuff like that. And we talk about timelines, this is what we're talking about, okay? Because we all have our own like choices to make. We all have our own will, okay? And we all decide on what we're going to act on and what we're not going to act on. Like your heart could be telling you to reach out to someone, but for whatever reason, whatever fear, whatever trauma that you done been through in your life, you just choose not to. You know what I'm saying? And even though it's like everything within you is telling you to reach out, to say something, to speak your mind, to speak your truth. It's just something within you that's telling you not to, because you're not speaking that truth. You know what I'm saying? That's also creating a reality. You know what I'm saying? That's also like creating a different dimension or a different timeline. You know what I'm saying? So you could be going through the same thing that somebody else can go through, but because you react to it differently, it's going to place you in a different place. If you get what I'm saying, that's just like if someone was in the same grade as you growing up, and for whatever reason, life circumstances, this is that or the other, you decided to stay in school and finish and graduate and go on to do something else, but the person that you were, best friends with, classmates with, they decided not to. You know what I'm saying? It's going to create different scenarios in your life. You know what I'm saying? It's going to place you guys on different timelines. So it's like you're going to be on different dimensions. Dimensions are nothing but different timelines. Okay. All right. So what is it that they're not telling you? Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles here. This is Earth energy. All right. When we think about Earth energy, Pentacles, we think about material. We think about money. We think about, self instability. Okay. We also have the King of Wands that just creeped its way out. Okay. All these came out in a clump together. Okay. And I'm going to take them. Okay. Because I feel like I'm going to be able to deal with them. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. Okay. So we have the Six of Pentacles. All right. Sixes are about security. Okay. So you have someone that's in your energy, or this could be you. I want to have this equal give and take. You know what I'm saying? I don't want things to be unbalanced when it comes to giving. Whatever this giving is, this is money, this is love, this is ideals, this is whatever. Okay. Then we have the King of Wands. All right. This is someone who is a go getter. They're also a trendsetter. Okay. Even though the air, the King of Air or the King of Swords could be a goal setter, the King of Wands is more like, like a trailblazer. This is someone who knows what they want and they go after it. All right. Now, the thing about it is with this Death card here, all right, this Scorpio energy is like they're, I know, okay, and when I say I'm not talking about I'm speaking in the form as I am the person who is given this message. I know that you want a equal give and take. Okay. I know that you want things to be balanced between us. Hell, I want to too. Okay. But because I sit at this certain position and I have a certain status in life, I just feel like right now wouldn't be the best time for me to take action in that. I know that with this Death card here, that if I move forward with this equal give and take, with this balancing things out, that it's going to require me to change. And I'm not sure that I want to change. But what I am willing to do is take things slowly, okay? So some of you guys could be feeling like you're being breadcrumbed or strung along in a situation, okay? When it comes to your value or somebody showing you what your value is, all right? When it comes to a job or, your career or your position at work, okay? because I'm not really seeing anything that says love here. All right. This doesn't necessarily have to do with work, but it could. This could have to do with friends and family and just you yourself giving to yourself. All right. In the way that you treat yourself. Okay. I'm not willing to make this transformation, but I'm willing to let you know that I am invested. And this is not the breadcrumb. This is the breadcrumb card. Okay. This is like, okay, well, I'm going to offer you something, but mm, if you don't take it, then I do understand. But I may gaslight you to make you feel like at least I'm trying. But really, are they trying? Because they know that you deserve more. Okay, they know that you deserve more. Then we have the Four of Cups. You're not taking it. You're not taking it. You're not trying to go with whatever this person or these people are trying to give to you. Okay. For one, it doesn't even resonate with your self-worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know that you deserve more. You already know that, you know, it's just something within you. It's like your intuition, your gut is telling you these people playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Or this person is playing with me. Y'all, I don't know what it is about this person or these people, but they're not willing to just let you go. They're not taking no for an answer, okay? Because after the Four Cups, we have the Page of Cups. And I know I don't leave the cards up there long, and I apologize for that. But this is a message, okay? But it's still that same type of breadcrumbing type of energy to where it's like, well, I'm willing to invest, but not so much because I feel like you should be proud to be with me because I am the King of Wands. So some of you guys could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. You also could be dealing with a Scorpio. Could be a Taurus as well, because I'm picking up the opposite of the death because somebody doesn't want to change. Okay. Somebody understands that in order to proceed with getting anywhere with you, they're going to have to transform. They're going to have to change. And they're not willing to change. So it's like pulling a rabbit out of a hat type shit. So it's almost like the magician card. Okay. Okay, well, look, this is what I have for you, and you're like, well, I know you, and I know that you have way more than that to offer me. And I know that, you're just really just like before breadcrumbing. Okay. So what this person is saying without saying it is they want to be with you, but they're not quite ready to change. Okay. They're not ready for the transformation that would come in life. Okay. This person could be comfortable where they are. Okay. This person could have built a certain lifestyle for themselves. Okay. And they felt like, this is who I am and I kind of enjoy, but I also enjoy you. You know what I'm saying? I also enjoy you, and I really don't want you to go anywhere. And what they're not saying is they're not going to let you go. Okay. And if you say no to the offer that they're giving you, presenting before you, they're going to come in a different form or in a different direction. Okay. This person is not going to take no, or these people, they're not going to take no for an answer. Okay. But it's like with this Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, it's like you know that you deserve more. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And you're just waiting for, you know, your opportunity. For some of you guys, this person knows that you have an offer coming in from somewhere else. And this is why they're so persistent with you. Okay? Yeah. They know that things are about to change. And y'all see, I had to X out the little tatas because that's probably why YouTube been kind of restricting my channel in its own little way. Because trust me, I'm supposed to be way above where I am now, but you know, it is what it is. Um, Someone could be in the process of relocating or traveling, okay? Someone could have the opportunity to travel. You're single, you don't have any attachments. If you have children, they're older, okay? To where it's like it's just you, okay? You done took care of all your responsibilities. You take care of yourself as well, okay? With this Nine of Pentacles. You're single and you pretty much want to be single for the moment. If this is not you, then this is this King of Wands energy, or this person that has been, or people that has been coming in trying to breadcrumb you, okay? Um, they know that you deserve more. They know that if given the chance, that you could blossom or develop into more. And the thing about it is, they don't want to let you go. They just don't, because they know that they're never going to be able to find anybody that's the same as you as far as your energy, okay? They may be able to find someone who's loving, but they're not going to be able to find someone who loves them with the same energy that you do. They may find somebody with money, but they're not going to be able to find someone who is not so materialistic. Okay, it's just something about your energy. It's like they know that you're one of a kind. Okay, I'm getting more energy here with this Libra card, this Justice card. Okay, for some of you guys, this is this person's karma. This is someone's karma to see you move on in life without them and to do good. Because for some of you guys, this person or these people, this job or whoever, take it how it resonates, told you that without them, you wouldn't even be where you are. Okay? And the universe is tired, calling judgment. Okay? And you know what I mean when I say the universe is tired, because the universe doesn't have emotions. Okay? God doesn't have emotions. That's just what I'm saying. Like, okay, enough is enough. This person isn't going to learn their lesson, or these people, they're not going to learn their lesson. They're going to continue to take advantage of people because of their status in life. You know, if they have a lot of money, then they're going to continue to use that to hold over other people's head. Okay? For some of you guys, this is definitely, and Spirit said that's the truth. For some of you guys, this is definitely a karmic cycle, okay, that someone had to learn, okay? Like, normally you can get what it is that you desire. You can get who you want, when you want. You can use your money to, you know, make plays in life or whatever, but it's always going to be that one person, you know what I'm saying? And this person or these people, they never believed that they would ever come across that one person. And they definitely, for whatever reason, collective, didn't believe that that one person would be you. They didn't believe that you would be the person to humble them and to bring them that justice, that karmic justice, okay? and I'm not going to say that this person is going to like to experience something like terrible in life or whatever, but what it's going to do is it's going to awaken them. Okay, so you were put in this person or these people's life to show them, look, there's somebody for everybody. Okay, and just because one person didn't do it, that don't mean that the next person, that don't mean that the next person will or won't. And I'm saying, I'm trying to say it in a place where it's like, you people allowed for you to take advantage of them, and then you finally came into someone that was like, I'm standing my guard. I'm not going to allow for you to take advantage of me. Okay. I'm seeing Scorpio here. I'm seeing with the World card, I'm seeing Sagittarius, first of all, but also the fixed energy, Taurus, Scorpio again, Leo, and Aquarius. With the Judgment card here, I'm seeing Pisces energy. All right, a lot of you guys, you are learning yourself to pay attention to your intuition. Okay, this is what some of you guys' lesson is like when it comes to somebody like wasting your time, or a place wasting your time, or it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna be there, I'm gonna go there, and I'm just gonna stay for a little while, and then a little while turns into a couple of years, and a couple of years turns into like 5, and then 10, and before you know it, you're comfortable. Okay, when your intuition tells you something, when your intuition tells you to go, go. Okay, go. Now, the thing about it is, a lot of us, who wants to start over in life? Nobody wants to start over, especially from scratch. But when you look at it in a different perspective, you have to thank God or thank the universe. You have to like be proud of yourself for being able to do that, to having to be able to have that strength and that courage and that determination and that willpower to pull yourself up after you have been knocked down. Okay, or after you have been disappointed or displaced. I'm hearing displaced. Okay, so don't see it so negatively, collective. This is what I'm being led to tell you. See it as, thank God for new beginnings. Okay, and anytime that we have a new beginning, it's in our control. Okay, we get to decide. So our lives are actually in our own hands. Okay, we get to decide on, especially once we realize that we actually didn't need certain people or a certain job or whatever to even survive or whatever, and that it was a better option somewhere else. Once we see this and we're like, okay, well, my lesson is to know that as long as I'm willing to try and I don't give up on myself, that I can accomplish anything, regardless of how old you are or how young you are, with this Magician card. Okay. Some of you guys, what saved you in a situation was you learned how to save. You learned how to hold on to what was valuable to you. Okay, whether this was money or you was just paying attention, actually paying attention, and you know you kept your dignity the whole time. Okay, you kept your values. All right, and it's like someone tried to come in and offer you, something, and you're like, I know I'm worth more than that. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you go and you negotiate something with someone, and they're like, okay, well, I can give you, just say a number like 50, and you're like, no, I know I'm worth like 100. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm worth 2 times, at least 2 times more than that. You know what I'm saying? And then, the negotiation starts from there. A lot of you guys, you held on to that, okay? Whatever it was within you, all right, that you went through in your past or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was always something within you to where you always held on to your worth, and your pride is like dignity. The word that I'm getting is dignity, okay? And you held on to that, okay? And when this person or these people that came and they thought that they were going to devalue you, okay, or displace you, or put you somewhere where you were, less valued, or where, you were supposed to be somewhere a little higher, you know, they were supposed to promote you, and they actually was trying to demote you because they didn't want to give you the raise. They didn't get a bonus, so they they didn't get the bonus that they was hoping for because they didn't put in the work. You know what I'm saying? As far as like management and all this other type of stuff. So now, when it comes time for you to get your promotion, they don't want to give it to you, and you're like, look, I already know this ain't gonna work, okay? Like, I already know. For some of you guys, you just had intel. It's something about intel. I'm actually hearing intel, okay? All right, so we're gonna tap into what's the T. Where are we at? 26, right at 27 minutes. I'm gonna leave these cards here. We have significant pentacles here, okay? And we have quite a few major arcana. With that magician card here, this is Virgo and Gemini as well. All right. But I see heavy earth towards Virgo, Capricorn. Water. Yeah. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy as well. All right. All right. What is the T? What is it that they're not saying to the collective, or that the collective is not picking up on, okay? Or it's like the collective's intuition is telling them, but it's like, oh, okay, well, I just need a little confirmation. I just need a little, confirmation. Is that the word? All right, what's the T on this situation? I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hello. Y'all asking me questions that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Somebody asked me how old I was. Yeah, fake flexing. Okay. Fake flexing. Acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. And I was kind of picking that up with that King of Wands energy. Yeah. Ooh. Giving money, but it's balled up. Okay. And for whatever reason, it just reminds me of like a ball, but it reminds me of the World card too. And the World came out. But then this came out too as well. Caught a case. Okay. I don't know what that's about. I don't know whether it just slid itself out there, but everything happens for a reason. Okay. So you guys be mindful of anyone coming towards you that's flexing, like they got a lot going on, like they got a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? They trying to take care of you and all this other type of stuff. This person ain't shit, and they could have some type of STD. Okay. Yeah. That's for some of you guys. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Okay. It says thief or theft. Rob, loss, theft, physical or emotional. Yeah. Be mindful that you don't allow people to come in and drain your energy. Okay. A lot of you guys, your light has enhanced. Okay. You have been doing a lot of work, self love, self healing. Okay. And anytime you power up, that light kind of brightens. Okay. When I said that, my light kind of brightened up. Wow, that's crazy. So, what it's going to do is it's going to attract things and people to you. Okay. You know how they say, like a moth to a flame. Okay. Bugs are attracted to the lights, so low vibrational things are attracted to the light. They say like attracts light, not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people attract things that what they're lacking. Okay. So if somebody is lacking the light and they feel like you can give them some light, some energy, they're going to come towards you. Okay. Love on the brain. That was confirmation. Love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic. For some of you guys, you have someone on your mind. Someone is on you're on someone's mind. Okay. Could be a fire sign. This could be someone that has known you for a little while. Okay. They have been trying to decide or come up with some type of strategy to come towards you. Okay. This person fantasizes about you. They could have a little bit of money. Okay. But just because this person has money and they look good, they look kind of flashy, that doesn't mean that they're good for you. Okay. Love triangle came out. Okay. This person could be involved with multiple people, and that's probably why that sexual or caught a case card came out. And I really don't like because I don't like for my readings to be that like low vibrational like that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it is reality. Sometimes people they ain't shit. Okay. They ain't shit, and they don't have much to offer. They're empty on the inside, which is why they don't never open up. Okay. Because open up to what? You know what I'm saying? Open me you open me up, and then I'm not even gonna have a heart in there. You know what I'm saying? So some of you guys, this is why this person is not or hadn't been able to open up, because there's nothing to open up to. You know what I'm saying? Because they're empty on the inside. So when a person is empty on the inside, they fix themselves up on the outside, okay, to make up for what they don't have within. This person doesn't have any light, okay? They don't have that inspiration or whatever. They don't have love, okay? This person probably went through a lot in life to where it completely drained them. At some point, this person probably was a healer. You know what I'm saying? This person probably was someone who constantly gave and gave and gave and gave to other people until at one point it was like they didn't have anything else to give. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't have anything else to give, but they were in the energy. Come on, work with it, y'all. It's coming. They were in the energy of always being there for other people, and other people just constantly coming at them, constantly coming at them. You know what I'm saying? Taking from them, taking from them, taking to where it left them hollow. You know what I'm saying? And then this person is like, okay, I don't have anything within me, so I have to fix up the outside. This is how you get these fake flexors. You know what I'm saying? They don't have anything within, so they have to use material things to show off. Okay? They like to give money. They like to have these fancy cars or whatever. And the only it's not funny, y'all. It's not funny. I'm not laughing at that, because the way that I was getting ready to say it, and I wish sometimes I could just say stuff and have a straight face and just get it out there instead of doing this. And now I'm explaining myself to what. But anyway, it's like the only thing this person has within them is, pills. I don't know, infection. And it's probably not even that this person has a disease or anything like that. They could just be low vibrational, like a parasite type. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't they don't have any life in them, you know? So be mindful of that, okay? Be mindful of that. That's crazy. And I don't want to scare, and I don't mean to scare anyone into not opening up to other people, but this is why we have to use our discernment, okay? And also strengthen our intuition and trust our intuition. So when things and people and energy, it's just energy, that we'll be able to read it and be like, nah, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't right. For some of you guys, you feel like this about this person. Every time this person come around, you be like, something ain't right with that person. You know what I'm saying? Or even if it wasn't you, to where you were in the headspace to where you could be like picking up on this person's energy. It's like spirit always has someone close to you to be like, something ain't right about that person. And then you would probably be like, oh no, you just hating because they got money or whatever. But sometimes you gotta pay attention to the signs. All right, pay attention to the signs. All right, show me if this has to do with love. Show me the energies of the people or person around the collective. Okay, we got one that came out. It says love. It says unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. I feel like this is what you guys want. This is what you desire. All right. And I know that I said that, you know, a lot of times we don't attract what we are. We don't. We attract. Well, we don't attract. Well, what did I say? We don't attract what we are. But we actually do. We attract what we are. But a lot of times we do attract the opposite of us. Okay. Especially if you have a calling on your life or whatever. And if you are a light worker, then of course you're going to attract people that need the light. You know what I'm saying? That's like a hospital. You know, if you work at a hospital, you're going to notice that the only people that come to a hospital, unless they work there, are the people that need help. Okay, so some of you guys could notice that you attract a lot of people that need help. I'm picking up Virgo energy here. Show me more about this situation if it has to do with love. Where we at? 30s, 38. Passion. Oh, wow. I love when all these good cards come out. It says passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. Right off the bat, what I got from this is that some of you guys, because you know, we just got a very negative read. We just picked up some very negative energy. So, in order for you to realize what you want, I think first you have to experience what you don't want. Okay. And I feel like that's why all that negative energy came out. Spirit is saying, pay attention to the signs, trust your intuition. Okay. Because you have love coming in. You do. You have real love coming in, the type of love that you desire. Okay. I'm hearing teenage love. Y'all remember that song? I forget who sung it. Teenage love. Don't hurt me again. I don't know. That song just popped up in my head, but yeah, show me more. And then we're going to call it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I ask that you like and subscribe to my channel. And then I am actually going to go into the chat. Anything else for the collect? Okay. Yeah. Now, I would say with these two cards that just came out, keys on a ring and photograph, okay? Looking at your picture, reminiscing, nostalgia, making new memories, um, many options, decisions, unconditional or unconventional, string alone, one night stand. When we experience something in life, whether it's love or whatever, and for whatever reason that situation has to change, and we didn't quite get that closure that we needed, okay, or we didn't quite heal, or we didn't quite learn the lesson, okay, I would say that. So then that energy had to leave. And it's like, instead of you like, okay, I healed from that, I understand why I experienced that, and I accept the emotions and I release them, and I allow other new emotions to come to add to my experience here on earth. We're just like stuck. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Spirit is saying, don't get stuck on one experience thinking that you can't experience something better, okay? Because there's always better, okay? But also keep in mind that you don't always go looking for better, okay? You don't always go looking for better, you just do better, okay? And when you do better, better comes, all right? But don't get so caught up on the past and how things were in the past and how you were when it came to a certain connection or a circle or family or a job or whatever, how things worked then, to where it's like, okay, well, nothing can ever fill that void. So some of you guys feel like you still have a void, which means that when that thing left, that energy left, when it was time for it to go, you didn't accept it. And when you accept something that leaves your life, it fills that void. All right. And yes, we do. And I just had a little situation or a thing to where I shared with my friends on TikTok, to where, I kind of expressed how I miss my daughter, that passed away many years ago. She would be in her 30s. Okay. So for the person that asked me how old I am, okay. But anyway, we allow for that void to be filled. You know what I'm saying? And when that void is filled, then when something else comes, it's like we can accept it. You know what I'm saying? And we can create new situations. All right. So don't get stuck on the past. Okay. Don't get stuck on what someone did to you in the past. Don't get stuck on none of that. To the best of your ability, heal. Okay. Heal, get an understanding, and release it. Okay, no matter how long it takes. Sometimes it takes a long time, like 10, 15, 20 years. Sometimes it takes a long time to heal, you know? But as long as you heal, and then after that, finally, you can experience something new. All right. All right, you guys. With that being said, I am Magical Jones, aka Natalie K. This is Wisdom and Guidance Oracle. I hope that you got a message out of this. All right. I hope that you like the video and subscribe to my channel. I hope that you are eager to come back for the next read. All right. I hope that you guys have been, if you celebrate the holiday, I hope that you guys have been enjoying the holiday. Okay. Um, all of my babies are out of the house, so I don't really celebrate like that. I really stopped celebrating a long time ago. It was only because of my children that I did a lot of stuff. But um, if you celebrate the holidays, I hope that you have enjoyed it. At least time with family. Also, uh, we're getting ready for a new year. And as you know, we're in 2025, and with numerology, 2025 is a 9. Okay. 2 and 0 is 2. And then 2 and 5 is 7. So 7 and 2 is 9. So we're going into the next, because we know that after 9, there is nothing higher, even though they done made higher numbers like 10. And you know what I'm saying? 10 is just the ending and a new beginning. Okay, so 10 just might as well be 1. Okay, it's like a completion and the beginning of a new cycle. Okay, and then the 11s and the 12s, you just break all those down to the bare minimum number. All right, but 2026 is a reset. Okay, if you hadn't already seen the video that I recently uploaded about the reset, okay, 2026, check that out. But 2 and 0 is 2. 2 and 6 is 8. 8 and 2 is 10. We break 10 down to a 1. Okay, so these are new beginnings. This is a reset. Okay, this is all things are new. Okay, so don't be surprised when, I don't know, like, things are new. It's a lot of newness. It's a lot of things going on for the first time. Anyway. All right. I love you guys and thank you for tuning in. I am Magical Jones, like I said 2-3 times before. And this is Wisdom and Guidance. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to read the chat. Gianna, no, whatever, says, hi, how are you today? I'm doing great. I am great. Okay. I always have somebody ask me how I'm doing. I always say, I am good. I'm doing good because I try to do good in life. I try to do good. Andre says, hi. Um, the same. Gianna says, are you Christian? Um, I I don't believe I'm Christian. No. Um, they're making a conversation. Okay. A lot of people are saying, who are you? Who are you? Oh, I'm Magical Jones. My government name is Natalie K. Okay. Um, someone says, how old are you? Someone says they're not getting my answers. Of course. All right, you guys. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you guys very, very soon.